Good afternoon, everyone. This is Eric from Income Trading 101. Just wanted to give a quick analysis, a technical analysis of Apple stock. Apple has been in the news lately quite a bit, and so we can see that their stock is definitely moving around these past few days. I always like to start off with the quick moving average. So as you can see, I have a 10-day and a 20-day. So basically a 2-week, 10 business days. So 2-week and a 1-month moving average, just to give me a sense of what's going on with this stock. And as you can see, back over here around May the 13th, we actually crossed over the 10-day, went under the 20-day, which is a short signal. And as of the last 2 days, we have a couple of jumps, a couple of gap moves to test or try to test to see if this trend line is going to break. Right now, it's certainly looking like Apple is a short from this, but I always am cautious when I see these price bars re-enter the area between the two the two moving averages that I'm looking at. And right now, 10-day is my short moving average. Some people, if you're looking to have a longer term position in Apple, you might use the 20 as your short term, and then look at a 200-day or 100-day moving average. For those of you who are looking for shorter movements, closer, quicker in and out, you'd obviously use a shorter term, two shorter term moving averages. So I start there. Right now, the moving averages are certainly saying that it's short, but these last 2 days of up movement certainly give me pause. And before we move on, I'm just going to look across at this level. I like to take note of other significant movements at this level. So if you look back here in December is going to be on the right side of this graph over here. I'm sorry, on the left side. You see that this same price area, this $184 range, provided a pivot back on, December the 3rd. And then we'll look as well at these little intermediate support, became intermediate support here on the 26th of March, so just a couple months ago, and as well on the 20th of March. And here we are again, sitting right at this point. So we've seen it be support here. It was resistance back in December. So we'll see if it becomes resistance again, sending this stock on lower. So there are a lot of people that are looking at it as a short right now. So let's get rid of these moving averages. I like to start there, but I don't just stay there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete. And for those of you who don't recognize this, I'm using TradingView as my data provider today. I am a fan of their charts. So next, I'm going to take a look at a little Fibonacci retracement. So let's lock that in over here, Fibonacci retracement. And I just want to look at this last movement to get a sense of where we are, how far we've come. So and to track this, I want to start from this low down here back on January 3rd all the way to this high that was made on May 1st, right? So Apple stock was in an upward trend, and that'll give me a sense of how far it came down here. So we see that on June 3rd, Apple actually had a 60% retracement of that last big move. That's a fair, 61%, almost 61.8%. That could not be any more technical, clearer a level. It's actually very impressive that it did that. So it reached that. So we may be in a bit of a retracement overall now that since it made this 61.8% retracement, which is one of the key Fibonacci retracement levels. It's made that and then come back off of that point. that sort of puts us in questionable territory. If we were, so right now we're trading around 185 up here, $185 per share. If Apple moves on from there, that will be an indication that maybe we'll end up with a continuation of this trend, right? Or maybe it's starting a new trend, but having reached 61.8% so quickly, we could see this come up or then bounce back down. I certainly right now am not convinced either way, but the fact that it did reach that 61.8% level is significant. Let's take another look let's trace this little shorter term Fibonacci level. Okay, let me take a look at this shorter term level using a Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to click that. To click it again over here. You can see this little box popped up. So I'm going to start here with the high. Pull it all the way to the low down here. So now when we analyze this last short-term downward movement, we can see that the move up has been to this retracement up has come just shy of the $187 level, which would be the first Fibonacci number, this 38, or one of the main significant ones, this 38.2%. So again, I'm not convinced that this up move is done or that this down move is continuing. So right now I don't have a lot of definites. I would normally look at a Fibonacci retracement of the time level also. So this move on January 3rd all the way to the move on May 1st. So let's just say that that each of these months, January, February, March, and April, so it's 4 months, had 20 business days. We'll just say 80 days there, and then you have from May 1st over here to June the 3rd, so about 22 days. So that's basically a 25%. This downward retracement was 25% of the original move. That doesn't tell me a whole lot just yet either. So there seems to be a lot of middle ground here. I'm going to add one more indicator. That's the MACD, just to see its moving average convergence, divergence. And I just want to see if it's going to give me any more indication on where Apple might be heading. So let's see, we'll go up here to MACD. And I'm not going to change the settings. I'm just going to use the settings that are going to come sort of built in. Now this is a little more interesting because even though so many people are saying that Apple is headed lower, right now it appears that Apple may very well, assume this is our zero line here, it looks like Apple could actually be in a oversold scenario and possibly crossing to become a buy. When you have this sort of a cross of the exponential moving averages down here below the zero line, that typically is an indication, that's a buy signal. So right now we have moving averages that are giving us sort of questionable territory because of the last 2 days up move. We have a Fibonacci retracement that could actually mean that we're ready to go higher in Apple. And the reason I say that is because we already had a significant retracement level that was met, that 61.8%. And now if we have, I'm going to wait, I would wait on this, but if we end up with a true cross of the exponential moving averages that are being shown in the MACD indicator, if this truly does cross and it's below the zero line like it is, that's an indication of oversold and possibly a buy. In that scenario, I would expect Apple stock to go ahead and breach this $210 range and go higher. So we'll see what the market gives us. I just wanted to give this as a first sort of an opening analysis of a technical analysis of Apple stock. So thank you very much for checking out this video. I will be doing these videos daily on different stock. Definitely head over to incomtrading101.com, and that's also the name of this channel. We have a free guide for you, a free technical analysis guide that will give you some tips to be able to follow along with me on these videos, and also to analyze some of the companies that you may be following in your own portfolio. So that's it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.